Welcome to Easy English Talks podcast and Elijah's Instance of Easing and Need English Treatmenter. Hi everyone, I'm so happy you're here. In this podcast, I will share simple, useful, and everyday English sentences with you. These sentences are easy to understand and perfect for daily conversations. I will speak slowly and clearly to help you learn better. Let's improve your English step by step together. Thank you for listening. Let's get started.
Hello everyone and welcome to English Pod. My name is Marco.
And my name is Catherine, and today we have a great lesson for you about traveling.
That's right. We have taken a look at previous lessons where you can buy a ticket, how to book a flight, what to do at the airport. But now we are going to see what we can do if our flight gets canceled.
Okay, this is not a fun situation, but hopefully with our help, you'll be able to understand what these messages are about flights that are canceled or delayed. So let's take a listen to today's dialogue.
Good afternoon, sir. May I please see your passport and reservation?
Here you go.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. This flight has been canceled due to some mechanical problems.
Canceled? What am I supposed to do now?
We apologize for any inconveniences that may be caused by this. If your flight is urgent, I could put you on a waiting list for another flight this evening, but it's on a first-come, first-served basis, so there's no guarantee you'll be able to take that flight.
What are my other options?
Well, if you can wait until tomorrow, we will put you up in a hotel for today, and you can take the scheduled flight for tomorrow morning.
That's fine. I'll do that then.
Thank you for your understanding, sir. I'll book your flight now.
All right, we're back. So now it's time for us to go into language takeaway.
Language takeaway.
Listen and repeat the words. Flight, flight. Cancelled, cancelled. Delay, delay. Reschedule, reschedule. Airport, airport. Boarding pass, boarding pass. Gate, gate. Departure, departure. Arrival, arrival. Check-in, check-in. Ticket, ticket. Refund, refund. Rebook, rebook. Airline, airline. Customer service, customer service. Weather, weather. Snowstorm, snowstorm. Thunderstorm, thunderstorm. Technical problem, technical problem. Crew, crew. Strike, strike. Travel, travel. Passenger, passenger. Luggage, luggage. Overnight, overnight. Hotel voucher, hotel voucher. Compensation, compensation. Frustrated, frustrated. Annoyed, annoyed. Waiting, waiting.
All right, in language takeaway today, we have about 4 words or phrases. The first one is the reason for this cancellation. The reason is mechanical problems.
That's right. She said that the airplane has some mechanical problems and that's why the flight is canceled.
So the key here is mechanical. Mechanical meaning like related to machines, right? All right, so something that's a mechanical problem has to do with the actual structure of the plane.
That's right. So for example, maybe something is wrong with the wings or maybe something is wrong with the engines, some type of problem that has to do with the mechanics of the machine.
Right, and obviously if you have a problem with the wings or the wheels or the engine, you don't want to fly that plane.
That's right.
So this caused the canceled flight. Now after that, we heard this word, we apologize for any inconveniences. What's an inconvenience, Marco?
That's right. Well, obviously I planned to take this flight, let's say Tuesday at 8 a.m. And if the flight is canceled, that means I have to wait an hour or 3 hours or maybe for the next day. So it's an inconvenience. It means it's not convenient for me. It causes me some trouble.
All right. So something that is inconvenient causes problems or causes trouble.
That's right.
For example, you have this late flight or canceled flight, that's an inconvenience. But also small things can be inconvenient as well. Like, I want to go home at 5. Unfortunately, I have to write this report. It's very inconvenient.
That's right. So maybe you have a doctor's appointment tomorrow at 12, but you also have a meeting at your work, so it's inconvenient, these two dates.
All right, they cause problems for each other. So after that, the service person says if your flight is urgent, I can put you on a waiting list.
Right.
Waiting list. So this is another important phrase to understand when we're talking about canceled flights.
That's right. We usually get put on a waiting list, and it's basically a list with everyone's names where you are waiting for the next available flight, or you're waiting for to be able to have the service provided.
All right, so you can have a waiting list at an airport like here, but you can also have a waiting list at a restaurant, right?
That's right. And some restaurants are super popular, and you got to get on a waiting list.
So can I put my name on the waiting list? That means, can you call me when there's a free table?
Right, exactly. So even though we are on this waiting list, it doesn't mean that we are guaranteed to be able to take this flight this evening. So there is no guarantee.
All right, this guarantee, this is an important thing to talk about because a guarantee is something that means that we will definitely get a later flight.
Yeah, we promise.
We promise. So you often see the word guarantee in advertisements. For example, this TV has a 6-month guarantee. So we guarantee it won't break. If it does, we will fix it.
That's right.
But no guarantee means that we can't promise. We don't promise.
That's right.
So it's possible that you won't get a flight.
So for example, if you buy a new car, the manufacturer will guarantee that it's in good condition and it won't break down. But if you buy a used car, it's unlikely that they will give you that same guarantee.
No, that's right. They cannot promise it because they don't know.
Exactly. All right, so a lot of words and phrases there. Why don't we go back and listen to our dialogue again?
Good afternoon, sir. May I please see your passport and reservation?
Here you go.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. This flight has been canceled due to some mechanical problems.
Canceled? What am I supposed to do now?
We apologize for any inconveniences that may be caused by this. If your flight is urgent, I could put you on a waiting list for another flight this evening, but it's on a first-come, first-served basis, so there's no guarantee you'll be able to take that flight.
What are my other options?
Well, if you can wait until tomorrow, we will put you up in a hotel for today, and you can take the scheduled flight for tomorrow morning.
That's fine. I'll do that then.
Thank you for your understanding, sir. I'll book your flight now.
All right, so now let's take a look at 3 key phrases that we have prepared for you on Fluency Builder.
Fluency Builder.
Talking about a cancelled flight. My flight was cancelled. My flight was cancelled. The flight is cancelled. The flight is cancelled. I just found out my flight is cancelled. I just found out my flight is cancelled. Why was the flight cancelled? Why was the flight cancelled? Is the flight cancelled because of the weather? Is the flight cancelled because of the weather? This is so frustrating. This is so frustrating. What should I do now? What should I do now? Can I talk to a customer service agent? Can I talk to a customer service agent? Rebooking a cancelled flight. Can I rebook my flight? Can I rebook my flight? I want to rebook my ticket. I want to rebook my ticket. Please put me on the next available flight. Please put me on the next available flight. When is the next flight? When is the next flight? Is there another flight today? Is there another flight today? Can I fly tomorrow? Can I fly tomorrow?
Okay, so the first phrase we have here is a very important one. This tells us about the cause of the problem. The service person said, "I'm sorry, sir. This flight has been canceled due to some mechanical problems."
Right.
Due to.
So this phrase due to basically is saying because of, right?
That's right. So this flight has been canceled because of mechanical problems. And remember, this due is D-U-E.
That's right, DUE. So I think it's kind of a nicer or more formal way of saying because of, or the reason is.
Exactly. For example, the picnic has been canceled due to bad weather.
So it sounds a lot more professional, a lot more formal than if you say because of bad weather.
All right, so just remember here, due to indicates the cause or the reason. It's like saying because.
All right, now, when we were talking about the flights, we said that we are on the waiting list, but in order to catch this flight, they are going to take people on a first come, first served basis.
All right, first come, first served. Now, this is again a very common phrase. It's related to that waiting list thing we were talking about. If you have a waiting list, usually the waiting list is first come, first served. So I could say, am I guaranteed a spot? And you could say, well,
It's first come, first served.
maybe, maybe not.
Right.
If I'm number 1 on the list, I will probably get a seat. But if I'm number 30, I might not.
Probably not. So what we mean by it is that we don't give priority to anyone. We don't say, oh, you are more important or you're not. If whoever comes first gets it.
All right, so if I come to the restaurant at 5 o'clock, I get to sit first. But if you come at 5:10, you're next. And after you, 5:30. So it's first come, first serve. It depends on when you arrive.
That's right. So obviously this wasn't convenient for us, so we are going to wait until tomorrow. But the airline will put us up in a hotel. We will put you up in a hotel.
All right, so let's take this as a phrase because we all know what a hotel is. It's a place where you stay when you're on holiday or business. But to put someone up, what exactly does this mean?
Basically, you are paying for that person to stay at that hotel. And you made the reservation and you're going to pay for the room.
So I will put you up means I will pay for your room at a hotel.
Right. And it's usually only for accommodation for a hotel, right? You can't say, I will put you up for a meal.
No, but you can say I'll put you up at my house, which means I will let you stay the night at my house. So not food, but actually sleeping generally.
Right. So it usually involves sleeping.
That's right. So for example, you could say he's coming to our hometown for the wedding. I will put him up at my house.
Right. Or if your company sent you to Japan, you say, my company put me up at the Hyatt Hotel.
Ooh, fancy.
Nice. All right. So that's all the phrases we have for you. Let's listen to our dialogue one last time.
Good afternoon, sir. May I please see your passport and reservation?
Here you go.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. This flight has been canceled due to some mechanical problems.
Canceled? What am I supposed to do now?
We apologize for any inconveniences that may be caused by this. If your flight is urgent, I could put you on a waiting list for another flight this evening, but it's on a first-come, first-served basis, so there's no guarantee you'll be able to take that flight.
What are my other options?
Well, if you can wait until tomorrow, we will put you up in a hotel for today, and you can take the scheduled flight for tomorrow morning.
That's fine. I'll do that then.
Thank you for your understanding, sir. I'll book your flight now.
Scene. Sarah arrives at the airport with her luggage, excited for her flight to Los Angeles. Sarah, walking to the check-in counter. Hi, I'm here to check in for flight 226 to Los Angeles. Staff. John, good afternoon. Can I have your ID and ticket, please? Sarah, sure, here you go. John, checking computer. I'm very sorry, ma'am, but your flight has been canceled. Sarah, wait, what? Canceled? Are you serious? John, yes, ma'am. The flight was canceled due to bad weather in Los Angeles. Sarah, what? No one told me. I didn't get an email or anything. I need to be in LA tonight. John, I truly understand. I know how frustrating this can be. Let me check the next available option for you. Sarah, this is unbelievable. I planned everything. Hotel, meetings, everything. And now it's just canceled? John, I'm really sorry. Let me see what we can do. Sarah, This is totally unacceptable. I have a business meeting at 9 a.m. tomorrow. I can't miss it. John, I completely understand your frustration. Let me check if there's another flight today or tonight. Sarah, I paid over $600 for this ticket. I expect better communication from the airline. John, yes, ma'am. Again, I truly apologize. I'm looking now. Unfortunately, all other flights to LA today are either full or also canceled. Sarah, oh, come on. You must have something. This is your airline's fault, not mine. John, we do have a flight tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. Would you like me to reserve a seat for you? Sarah, tomorrow morning? That's too late. John, that's the earliest flight available, but I can also offer you a full refund if you'd prefer. Sarah, I don't want a refund. I want to get to LA today. John, I'm very sorry, ma'am. We want to help, but safety comes first.
All right, we're back. So talking about canceled flights, usually it's due to bad weather, and usually you can catch another flight soon, but sometimes you do have these problems, like when there was the whole 9/11 thing. I think a lot of flights were canceled, or the volcano that erupted and European flights were grounded for a long time.
Yes, that's right. So sometimes there are natural disasters. Sometimes there are man-made disasters. But you actually said a very interesting word there, and something that I think people who are learning about this should definitely study. The word is grounded. A flight has been grounded.
Yes, that means that the airplane will stay on the ground. It means the plane will not fly.
Okay, so when planes are grounded because of bad weather or because of a natural disaster like a volcano, it's a very serious situation because the people who are going to fly can't now.
Mm-hmm. Now, in our dialogue, we saw that the airline handled it very, very well, but I think this is a very rare case. How you've had flights canceled before. How did they handle it?
I have. I've had 2 or 3 flights canceled, one time because of a blizzard. So all flights were grounded. The weather was very bad, very dangerous. And the airline company said, well, we're sorry, there are no more flights, but if you come back tomorrow, we can help you. Mm-hmm. And I was very lucky because they did not give me they did not put me up in a hotel, but I was staying with a friend, so my friend put me up at her house.
Uh-huh.
But the other time the flight was canceled, the airline put me on a flight from another airline company, and so sometimes they can do that where they have a relationship with another airline company. They can do that.
So usually they do try to handle it relatively well, but I've heard sometimes that they are not very understanding or very sympathetic to the inconvenience they cause.
Definitely. And I think the worst is when it's bad weather because everyone's angry. And all the customers need to go somewhere, but they can't because there are no flights. And so the people who are working for the airlines get very frustrated or upset.
Right, because basically it's not their fault. It's not their fault there's bad weather. So there's not really much compensation the company can give you.
No, definitely not. Not really their fault. But it's hard not to get frustrated because you want to go home. You're tired. You don't want to pay for another night in a hotel. So I can understand both sides.
The English Pod Audio Review. Listen to the meaning, then say the vocabulary word.
Cancelled. Meaning. When something is officially stopped. Example. My flight was cancelled because of bad weather. Frustration. Meaning. A feeling of anger or annoyance. Example. She showed her frustration when the flight was delayed. Supervisor. Meaning. A person who manages or helps solve problems. Example. I asked to speak with the supervisor after my flight was cancelled. Refund. Meaning. Money that is returned after a service is not provided. Example. They gave me a full refund for the cancelled flight. Voucher. Meaning. A ticket or document that gives you something for free. Example. The airline gave us meal vouchers at the airport. Rebook. Meaning. To reserve another flight or ticket. Example. I had to rebook my flight for the next day. Available. Meaning. Ready to be used or taken. Example: there were no available flights until tomorrow. Unbelievable, meaning very surprising, hard to believe. Example: it's unbelievable that they cancelled the flight without notice. Safety, meaning being protected from danger. Example: the airline cancelled the flight for our safety. Meal, meaning food you eat, especially breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Example: they gave us free meals while we waited. Check-in, meaning the process of confirming your presence before a flight. Example: I went to the counter to check in for my flight. Ticket, meaning a document that allows you to travel. Example: my ticket says gate B12. Gate, meaning the place where you wait and board the plane. Example: we waited at the gate for boarding. Hotel, meaning a place to sleep when you travel. Example: the airline paid for our hotel stay. Delay, meaning a situation when something happens later than planned. Example: the flight had a 2-hour delay. Summary: Sarah arrives at the airport, excited to fly to Los Angeles for an important business meeting. But when she reaches the check-in counter, she finds out her flight has been cancelled due to bad weather. Shocked and angry, she demands answers and expresses her frustration. The airline staff calmly explains the situation and tries to help. Despite her anger, they offer her a seat on the next flight, along with a hotel and meal vouchers. After speaking with a supervisor, Sarah finally agrees to rebook her flight for the next morning. Though upset, she calms down and appreciates the support. This dialogue shows a real-life situation many travellers face and teaches useful English phrases for dealing with flight problems at the airport. More information about this podcast.
Section 1. Introduction: the importance of air travel and how the ticket system works. Why air travel matters. Air travel is one of the fastest, safest, and most popular ways to move from one place to another, whether it's for work, vacation, study, or visiting family. Millions of people travel every day by plane. Thanks to modern technology and thousands of airports around the world, flying has become easier and more affordable than ever before. It saves time. For example, a journey that may take 30 hours by car or train can be done in 2-3 hours by flight. In countries like the USA, India, Indonesia, and across Africa, air travel connects cities, islands, and remote places that are difficult to reach otherwise. What is an air ticket? An air ticket is your proof that you bought a seat on a plane. It is also called a flight ticket. You receive it as an email, text, or paper. Most tickets today are digital. A ticket usually includes your name, the airline name, flight number, date and time of departure, airport name, and gate seat number. If chosen, ticket code or booking number called per. Types of flight share are different kinds of flights. Let's learn the most common types. Direct flight: a flight that goes straight from city A to city B without stopping. Example: Delhi to Dubai in one flight. Connecting flight: you fly from city A to city B, but stop in another city on the way. You change planes. Example: Dhaka to London with a stop in Doha. Layover: the time between two connecting flights is called a layover. Some are short 1 to hours, others can be long 8-24 hours. Classes of tickets: when you book a ticket, you will see different price options. These are called classes. The main classes are economy class, cheapest, most common ticket; basic food, standard seat, good for short or budget travel; business class, expensive, bigger seats, better meals, more space; free lounge, excess fast. Check-in first-class luxury private cabin or bed. High-end food and drinks very expensive, usually only for long international flights. Domestic vs. international flights. Domestic flight travels inside the same country. Example: New York to Chicago, USA, Mumbai to Delhi, India. International flight goes from one country to another. Example: Jakarta to Singapore, Lahore to Dubai. How to book a flight ticket? You can book a flight in many ways. Online, the most popular airline websites e.g. Delta.com, Air India.in. Travel websites, for example Expedia, Macametrip, Skyscanner, Google Flights. Travel apps on your phone. Travel agency or office. You can go to a local agent and ask them to book for you. They may charge a small fee. Airline customer service. You can also call the airline to book a ticket over the phone. What information do you need to book a ticket? When booking, you need full name, same as passport, travel dates, one-way or round-trip, origin and destination, national ID or passport number for international flights, contact information, email or phone, credit card or other payment method. Optional. You can choose seat, meals, luggage option, and insurance. One-way vs. round-trip tickets. One-way: you fly to your destination and don't plan to return soon. Round-trip: you fly to a place and return after a few days or weeks. Usually cheaper than to one-way tickets. What affects the price of a ticket? Many factors change the price of your flight ticket. Time of booking: early equals cheaper day of the week. Tuesdays or Wednesdays are cheaper. Time of year: holidays equals expensive. Airline brand: flight class economy is cheapest. Extra services: baggage, seat selection, meals, sample ticket. Digital name: Hassan Rahimi. Flight number: AI 122 from Delhi Del to Dubai. DXB date: July 20th, 2025. Departure time: 10:35 a.m. Gate: 22 seat, 14. A booking code per SIS 9 clues. Full sentences: when booking a ticket, I want to book a flight to Jakarta. How much is a one-way ticket to New York? Can I change my travel date? Is this ticket refundable? What's the baggage allowance? Do I need a visa for this destination? I prefer a window seat, please. Can I get a meal included in the ticket? Key vocabulary: homage, from a place, airport, evaluating your destination, round trip, going and coming back, layover, waiting time between connecting flights, booking a reservation, delivery, plan, detail, seat selection, choosing your place to sit, baggage allowance, how much luggage you can carry. Final tips for first-time flyers: double check your name and date before paying. Book early to save money. Use incognito mode on browsers to compare prices. Always check baggage rules. Each airline is different. Download the Airlines app to get updates and mobile boarding passes. Arrive early at the airport: 2 hours for domestic, 3 hours for international. Section 2. How to book a flight: a step-by-step guide, simple English for beginners. Why you should learn how to book a flight. Booking a flight is one of the most important parts of travel. If you know how to book a flight by yourself, you can save money, avoid mistakes, and travel with more confidence. You can book online, through apps, or by visiting a travel agent. Step 1. Decide where and when to go. Before booking a flight, ask yourself these questions. Where do I want to go? When do I want to travel? Am I flying one way or round trip? Do I have flexible dates? Tip: if your dates are flexible, you can find cheaper flights. Step 2. Choose where to book. You have 3 main options to book a flight. Option 1. Airline website. Go directly to the airline's official website. For example, www.delta.com, Delta Airlines USA, www.airindia.in, Air India India, www.piac.com.pk, Pia Pakistan, www.garuda-indonesia.com, Garuda Indonesia Pros. No middleman. You can manage your booking easily. Cons: you only see flights for that one airline. Option 2. Travel booking websites or apps. You can use travel websites to compare prices. Examples: Skyscanner, Google Flights, Expedia, Makamitrip, India, Ticket.com, Indonesia, Shipaware, Trip, Compros. See prices from many airlines. Easy to compare times and prices. Cons: sometimes extra service fees. Option 3. Visit a travel agency. If you are not comfortable booking online, go to a local travel agency. The agent can help you book the flight. Pros: good for people who don't use the internet. You can pay with cash. Cons: sometimes costs more. Less control over your booking. Step 3. Fill in the flight search form. Every website or app will ask for from your departure city to your destination city departure date. When you want to travel, return date. If you want round trip number of passengers, cabin class, economy, business, first hand, click search or find flights. Step 4. Compare flights. After clicking search, you will see a list of flights. Check price, flight time, how many hours, layovers, is it direct or connecting, airline name, arrival time, baggage allowance. Tip: sometimes a cheap ticket has a long layover, 8-10 hours. Choose wisely. Step 5. Select your flight. Click on the flight you want. Then review the details. Departure time, arrival time, duration, total cost with taxes and fees. Click continue or book now. Step 6. Enter passenger details. Now it's time to enter your personal information. Full name same as passport, gender, date of birth, email address, phone number, national ID or passport number, any frequent flyer number if you have one. Double check all details. Step 7. Choose add-ons. Optional. Many airlines will offer extra services. Some are free, others cost extra. Seat selection, extra baggage, travel insurance, airport transport, meals, priority boarding. Tip: only choose what you really need. Some options are expensive. Step 8. Make payment. Now it's time to pay for the ticket. Common payment methods: credit card, debit card, PayPal, mobile wallet. In some countries, cash only. At travel agencies, after payment, you will receive a confirmation email with your e-ticket. Sample confirmation email. Subject: your flight booking confirmation per AB1-34. Hello Hassan Rahimi. Your flight has been booked successfully. Flight: Air India AI 202 from New Delhi to Dubai. DXB date: August 10, 2025. Departure: 8:45 a.m. Booking reference: AB1-3 for e-ticket. attached as thank you for choosing Air India. Common English words and phrases when booking a flight. English phrase meaningen way ticket to go only. No return round trip going and coming back layover time between two connecting flights non-refundable. You cannot get money back baggage allowance luggage. Limit example 23 kg meal include food is providencia preference you choose aisle or window travel insurance protection if flight is delayed, lost bags, etc. Example dialogues booking by phone agent. Hello, how can I help you? I want to book a flight from Lahore to Dubai. Agent. Sure. What date are you planning to travel? August 15th. One way. Agent. Okay. Economy class? Yes. What is the price? Agent. It's 45,000 Pakistani rupees with 20 kilograms baggage. Okay. Please book it. Useful tips when booking a flight. Book early. The earlier you book, the cheaper it is. Compare websites. Always check 2-3 websites. Avoid hidden fees. Watch out for extra baggage or taxes. Use promotions. Some airlines offer promo codes. Set fare alerts. Websites can email you when prices drop. Double-check names and passport info before payment. Practice exercise. Fill in the blanks. I booked a flight because I don't plan to return. My flight has 5 hours in Istanbul. I selected a seat so I can look out the window. The airline allows 30 kilograms for international flights. Section 3. Flight cancellation reasons, rights and solutions. Why do flights get cancelled? Flight cancellations can be frustrating, but they happen for many reasons. Airlines cancel flights to protect passengers, for safety, or because of problems they cannot control. Here are the most common reasons. 1. Bad weather. Storms, snow, fog, or strong winds can make it unsafe to fly. Flights may be cancelled or delayed to avoid risk. Example: there is a snowstorm in New York. Many flights are cancelled today. 2. Technical problems. Planes must be in perfect condition. If there is a problem, the flight may be cancelled until it is fixed. Example: the airline found a problem in the engine, so they cancelled the flight. 3. Airport issues. Power failure, closed runways, or overcrowding can affect flights. If the airport is not working well, flights may stop. 4. Low number of passengers. Sometimes airlines cancel flights because there are too few people. This happens often on domestic or unpopular routes. 5. Strikes or staff problems. Pilots, airport staff, or air traffic control may go on strike, refuse to work. No workers equals no flights. 6. Security issues or political problems. War, terrorist threats, or government restrictions can lead to cancellations. Some routes may be cancelled for weeks or months. What happens if my flight is cancelled? If your flight is cancelled, don't panic. You have several options. Airlines usually help passengers with rebooking. Airline can put you on the next available flight for free. Refund. You can ask for your money back. Compensation. In Europe and some other countries, passengers may receive money as a penalty paid by the airline. Hotel, meals, transport. If the delay is long or overnight, the airline may give you Free hotel room meal vouchers, transport from airport to hotel, your rights by country or region. Let's look at passenger rights in different parts of the world. United States Airlines do not have to pay compensation for canceled flights. But if the flight is canceled by the airline, you are eligible for a full refund. Rebooking is usually offered for free. No law requires free meals or hotels, but many airlines offer it as a gesture of goodwill. Useful sentence: my flight was canceled. Can I get a refund or rebook another flight? European Union EU law is strong in protecting passengers. If your flight is cancelled less than 14 days before departure, you may get up to €600 compensation. Airlines must offer rebooking or refund. If you wait over 2 hours, they must offer meals and drinks. Overnight equals hotel plus transport. Tip: this law applies only if your flight starts or ends in the EU or the airline is European. India, according to DGA, Directorate General of Civil Aviation, if a flight is cancelled less than 2 weeks before departure, airlines must offer full refund, alternative flight, free meals during waiting. Useful sentence: I want to speak to customer service about my cancelled flight. Pakistan Airlines like Pia, Airblue, and Sernier may cancel flights due to technical reasons or weather. You can request a rebooking or refund. Compensation is not always guaranteed unless you complain to CAA Pakistan. Tip: always ask for a written confirmation of cancellation. Other countries, Indonesia Airlines like Garuda and Lion Air must provide rebooking or refund. No official compensation rules, but some airlines help with hotels or meals. Malaysia Airlines or Eurasia give refunds or rebooking. Compensation rules are limited unless international flight. Bangladesh Biman and US Bangla Airlines provide rebooking. Delays over 6 hours may allow refund. Egyptair may rebook or refund passengers. Hotels may be provided for long delays. Philippines, Cebu Pacific and Philippine Airlines give options for rebooking. Compensation applies on international routes only. African countries, Ethiopian Airlines and Kenya Airways often rebook passengers for free. Compensation depends on airline policies. What to say at the airport? Helpful dialogues. Passenger: excuse me, I just saw my flight is cancelled. What should I do? Airline staff: let me check. Yes, we can rebook you on the next flight tomorrow at 8 a.m. Passenger: will you provide a hotel and meal? Staff: yes, here is a voucher for a hotel and dinner. Useful phrases: my flight has been cancelled. Can I get a refund? Is there another flight today? How long is the delay? Will you provide a hotel for tonight? I want to speak with the supervisor. Where is customer service? Can I get a written confirmation of the cancellation? Key vocabulary: amicataman something is stoppadrebukto book agan refunding your money back compensationy given for trouble meal voucher free food ticket total accommodation a place to sleep overnight retrieve disruption a problem. In your journey airline polyserials of the airline real mini story. Cancelled flight in India last year. Anita had a flight from Chennai to Mumbai with SpiceJet. When she arrived at the airport, she saw the red screen. Flight cancelled. She went to the desk. Hi, my flight is cancelled. What are my options? The airline offered a flight for the next day and gave her a food coupon and free hotel. She accepted. Tips to handle a canceled flight: stay calm. Speak politely. Always check your email or Sims for updates. Go to the customer service desk. Ask about your rights. Ask for food or hotel vouchers if you have to wait. Take photos of the cancellation notice. Keep boarding pass and ticket information. Practice activiticos the correct answer. If your flight is canceled, you should scream at the staff, B, sit on the floor and cry, C, go to customer service and ask for help in the EU. If your flight is canceled one day before, you may get a 25060 compensation, B, a free vacation. C, nothing can I get a if I don't want to travel anymore. A refund, B, sandwich, C, window.
Right. Well, it's an interesting topic, and I'm sure many of our listeners who have traveled have had a flight delayed or canceled. So you can come to our website and share your story with us. And of course, if you have any questions or comments.
Hope to see you all there.
All right. Bye guys.